Rationales for punishment and corrections. Does society have the right to punish or correct miscreants, wrongdoers? If it does, where does that right come from? The rationale for punishment and corrections comes from the social contract. In the same way that the social contract forms the basis for police power, it also provides a rationale for further control in the form of punishment and corrections. Recall that according to the social contract theory, we avoid social chaos by giving the state the power to control us. In this way, we protect ourselves from being victimized by others by giving up our liberty to aggress against others. If we do step outside the bounds, the state has the right to control and punish us for our transgressions. Concurrently, the state is limited in the amount of control it can exert over individuals. To be consistent with the social contract, the state should only exert its power only to accomplish the purpose of protection. Any further interventions in civil liberties are unwarranted. Corrections pursue a mixture of goals, including retribution, reform, incapacitation, deterrence, and rehabilitation. The long-standing argument between proponents of punishments and proponents of treatment reveals a system without a clear mandate or rationale for action. One researcher, Garland, writes that the state's goal of punishment is problematic because it is marked with inconsistencies between the intent and the implementation. The moral contradictions are that it seeks to uphold freedom by means of its deprivation, and it punishes private violence by inflicting state violence. Can treatment and punishment occur at the same time? As with all other ethical issues discussed thus far, the answer, of course, is it depends. What it depends on is the ethical system used to analyze the dilemma. For example, the principle of utilitarianism is often used to support the three rationales of punishment: deterrence, incapacitation, and treatment. According to utilitarianism, punishing or treating the criminal offender benefits society, and this benefit outweighs the negative effect on the individual offender. It is a teleological argument because the morality of the punishment is determined by the consequences derived by reduced crime. Now contrast the utilitarian views towards punishment with Kant's views. Ethical formalism clearly supports a retributive view of punishment. It is deontological because it is concerned not only with the consequences of the punishment or treatment, but only its inherent morality. It would support the idea that a criminal is owed punishment because to do otherwise would not be according him or her equal respect as a human. However, the punishment should not be used as a means to any other end but retribution. Treatment is not supported by ethical formalism because it uses the offender as a means to protect society. The ethics of care would probably not support punishment unless it was essential to help the offender become a better person. This ethical system defines good as that which meets everybody's needs, victims and offenders alike. It forms the rationale for punishments that one might find under restorative justice programs.